If you're ready for some more Corpse Prime, hit that like, cause you know what I'm talking about. If you don't want to die, make yourself a corpse like Maximum Prime. Let's go. Let's friggin' go into top 10 BFDI elimination, but go ahead and rule the nation with this stinking innovation. I guess that's what I'm gonna say, because I don't really have anything to do anyway. Let's jump into this game. You know that I'm not looking for fame, cause if I was, then I'd be on my game. But I guess we're just gonna maim this scene real quick. I don't know, I don't have anything else. But I'm making videos again, so hooray! Hit that like button. Let's do this. We've been on that BFDI tip for a while now, so I hope that you guys are enjoying our delicious Corpse Prime videos. Anyway, let's jump into it.
Battle for Dream Island is a series I've been sticking around with for a decade. As
Same.
previously mentioned from my unfair eliminations video, the eliminations are my favorite aspect of the series that keeps me sticking around. With our own freedom to choose who we can eliminate or save depending on which season you're watching, it feels so satisfying to see a certain contestant to get their sweet, sweet karma when getting eliminated. And with a decent amount of them, I figured why not make a list about it. So for someone to qualify for this list, they have got to do something bad enough that resulted in them getting many votes from fans, but sometimes not enough. And just for the sake of it, I'm going to rank their actions from bad to the absolute worst. Especially since the worse the action is, the more satisfying their comeuppances are.
Good.
Also, please keep this in mind. If you see your favorite character on this list, it does not mean I hate them. Some of them are actually my favorites. So anyways...
See, man, I hate that this man even has to remind you guys of that. Okay? You heard him clearly, right? Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
The more satisfying their comeuppances are. Also, please keep this in mind. If you see your favorite character on this list, it does not mean I hate them. Some of them are actually my favorites. So
yeah, okay? These are cartoons, bro. Nobody's really tripping that hard over them, I promise. Nope, there's no hating in an imaginary being.
So anyways,
okay?
with that being said, here are the top 10 most deserving BFDI eliminations. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in Corpse Prime history, we have a three-way tie. Blocky's first elimination, Penn from BFDI, and Stapy from BFB. They're all sharing this spot for one main reason.
My baby, no. Okay, I'm kidding.
They are filthy, filthy cheaters.
Yeah.
First, we'll talk about Blocky's elimination. Blocky stole the test answers from the announcer for him and Penn to copy the answers from. The announcer would eventually catch them, and they both would make their team lose because of this. Despite Penn contributing with cheating, at least he didn't steal the answers in the first place.
At all.
Penn would then go on to cheat again, all because he got half of Leafy's taco. He would have almost got away with this if Leafy wasn't first in line to feed the eliminated contestants the taco. And since people can tell that Penn cheated, he got the lowest score in the taco contest, and this puts him in the danger zone. And then finally there's Stapy. The contest in that episode was a quiz show. Each team can push the buzzer if they know an answer. So instead of doing that one simple thing, Stapy decides to waste his stapler instinct time by making a fake buzzer to give to Ian. He would eventually get caught and get kicked out of the game next episode. All three of these eliminations were deserving because no one likes getting beaten by cheaters. Cheater.
True, but at the same time, Stapy was kind of a beast. Let's not deny that. Stapy kinda ruled. Strong as heck.
So it's nice to see that our Lord and Saviors, Carrie and Michael, punish these filthy, dirty cheaters so they don't get away with it for the rest of the competition.
What did they do to them?
Now we have the first ever eliminated player in the series, Flower, the original mean contestant, and that's exactly why she's been voted out. In the same episode she was about.
You guys are not gonna like the next video I post if for some reason you genuinely don't like this character.
To get eliminated, she tries to kill the announcer, but he somehow survived that Michael Bay explode
because of
and
golf
sent
ball.
Flower away to the tiny loser chamber. This is why homicidal freaks should never compete in any form of competition in real life, but there's definitely a lot more homicidal freaks on this list, let me tell you that.
Yeah, thank you.
Leafy was once loved by everyone because of how likable she is. However, after she stole Dream Island, she went on a rocky road. For one, everyone hated her for stealing Dream Island, which forces her to isolate in Yo-Yo Land. And then when she finally returned in BFB, she was the second person to be voted out. But why is that? Well, in BFB 2, Leafy assigns her teammates jobs during the Jawbreaker contest while she labels how loyal they are to her, which is absolutely none of her business to do. And instead of licking the Jawbreakers herself, she keeps on grabbing Woody's tongue whenever something startles him. But the most important reason why Leafy deserved her elimination was near the end of the episode, where she inflates Balloony to death until he pops. Apparently it's also implied that Leafy killed Balloony more than once, according to Cloudy.
Then why did you kill Balloony so many times?
I only wanted the best for him. You're lying!
But even with all that said...
Again! Again! It's still Leafy. Okay, I support this. Because Leafy's character arc was messed up. I was so glad when she actually got her little redemption back. Even if it was not really what it should have been, in my opinion. Like, that girl went completely insane. Like, she was more homicidal than Flower, which is saying a lot.
She would eventually do something even worse later on. In BFD 27, Leafy brags about her favorite story about her inviting Flower to the Newbie Alliance. Gelatin rightfully claims that it wasn't that nice, and she's just being fake about it. This gets Leafy pissed off, and she tells Gelatin that she believes she's #1 on her level of niceness chart, and also that Gelatin is pretty low on the list. Again, going back to her loyalty chart thing, it's absolutely none of her business to compare other people to her. Friggin' narcissist. After when Gelatin tries to explain to Leafy that her niceness seems fake
Look at this nonsense.
She tries to throw a person out of the oven and kills them by accident. When her and Jelly both notice that the oven door was chipped, Leafy decides to throw many objects at the door to break it, including Gelatin and Purpleface, which leads them both to die. This main reason, along with her egotistical mindset of her niceness, leads her to get re-eliminated.
Because they're soft.
Think of it, the BFB crew most likely wrote Leafy to be a jerk just so the final 3 can be different from the first season.
So dumb.
Which is extremely fair and justifiable if you ask me.
Yes, very much. Because nobody wants those thinkers back.
Personality, it should be no surprise that she's definitely not an angel. She's selfish, rude, and kind of useless to Team No Name. With these main personality traits, it's clear why people wanted her out from the competition. When Match was about to get eliminated, Pencil saves her by tying a rope on her leg. Fast forward to the 4th part of BFDI A5, when the alive contestants were cranking a new recovery center, Match was a lazy sloth, as she would take long break times not letting anyone else join her except for Book and Ruby. But even they have diligence and don't want to even bother joining her after that one time. Eventually, Match faced her consequences when she was caught and sent to the TLC. Fast forward 3 years later in IDFB Uno, Pencil out of all people called out Match behind her back for being a little too needy. Anyway, so you know it's bad when even your best friend thinks you're at fault for being too needy. But Pencil isn't any better herself, and I'll get to her later.
Like they both suck hard.
There used to be a time that
I know exactly who she's gonna call out. As soon as this stinker got voted out, she just decided to commit homicide on everybody. Well, it wasn't after. I think it was right before she got eliminated. Actually, that she just genocided the entire recommended characters list. That was messed up.
Used to be the big fan favorite among many BFDI fans.
And then she went crazy for one episode.
And she would always win the prize whenever her team is up for elimination.
One episode.
But eventually, her popularity would lead her to her ultimate downfall. In the last part of BFDI A5, Puffball was about to lead her team to the top of Yo-Yo Mountain to place second.
I'm good.
She then has a sudden flashback about her winning the prize every time her team is up for elimination. She then stops and shrinks and drops her teammates to their doom just so she can win another prize. Unfortunately for her, this backfired, and not only did she not get the prize, but she was bombarded with more than 1,000 dislikes due to her selfish action. Now this goes to show that one selfish, dirty move like that could heavily damage your popularity, just like in a real life scenario.
One episode, just
You would think
dead.
After being imprisoned for 2 years, Flower would have at least changed for the better. But no, she never learns.
She did!
She's still her same homicidal self, except even more heinous. She threatened the viewers to vote her back, and also to not be eliminated in an episode later on. But the worst thing that she has done that people voted her out for was when she was kept killing the finalists multiple times. This would ultimately get her over 500 votes.
What? No way.
Yeah way. When she was about to get eliminated and sent to the TLC, she
on guide
uses her mirror to block the laser, but would eventually get sent to the TLC anyways. Honestly, thank God she's changed for the better in BFB, because after all of those heinous acts, she's definitely done a good job putting the past behind her.
Very much. Very much. I love Flower
So
now.
I've
She's
discussed
amazing.
about characters on this
She's
list who
cool.
are cruel, filthy cheaters, or
Well, stupid.
But
Yeah.
how about someone who is literally prejudiced?
Racist.
Look no further than
No. Corpse Prime, look at me. Don't try and sugarcoat it. Don't try and sugarcoat. He is racist. Okay? You can say colorist. That's also fair, but he is racist, okay?
Yellowface.
That's what he is.
So apparently Yellowface has a huge problem with the color purple, and any person who is purple for that matter.
Even
when Bommy won
right.
the prize in episode 7 of BFDIA, he gets to change into a random color, which happens to be purple.
Hey, yo!
Knowing that Yellowface absolutely despises the color purple, what does he do, you might ask?
kidnaps
He
Bommy
freaking
and
kidnaps
kills her.
Bommy and then
I
turns
mean,
him into grape
him.
juice, and then serves it to his whole team to drink, all because Bommy turned purple. And even after that whole incident, he did not show any remorse.
At all.
Like, at all.
Are you gonna apologize for putting purpleness in front of my face?
In the episode where he was up for elimination, he tried to save his yellow ass by printing fake win
Yep.
tokens, just so it can cut most of his votes. Luckily, Purpleface was able to snatch all of them from him, so from that point,
As he
Yellowface was
should.
out from the competition. When he was having an argument
Acid.
with Purpleface, Puffball Speakerbox decides to leave the two to have their climactic standoff.
When they're-
and locks
when they're
them
being
both in the
burned
Eiffel Tower. This
by
leaves
acid.
Yellowface to die a slow and very painful death. As
Yep.
horrifying as the death is itself,
Wait, what's all this acid around me? Why is this locked? Let me out! It's so painful!
he absolutely had
Ay,
this
ay,
coming
ay.
because of how evil his racist actions were, and now the entire purple community is safe until next.
Why is this? The little slug from Kirby right back at you. Frickin' Candle, Randall, Lollipop, Grimace, Waluigi, and Spyro. That's the purple squad. I guess I'm purple too then. Hey yo, what's up? What is this?
Remember when Pencil used to be not the most perfect person, obviously,
Yeah.
but still deeply cared about her alliance and had a great run in the first 2 seasons? Well, all of that is tossed out of the window and now she became straight up evil.
Dang.
And was the first person to be kicked out of BFB. In the first episode of the season, Pencil and Match uses lightning as a tool to zap people
kill-
they hate or anyone who disobeys them. When Bubble
Yep.
sees how unnecessarily cruel this is and tries to stop lightning from hurting people, Pencil uses the Bember card on her since she demoted her from a member to a Bember.
Yep.
Since Bubble is mostly a loyal member to the Alliance and doesn't want to be seen differently from Pencil and Match, she's forced
Squidward.
to watch lightning torture other people under Match and Pencil's commands. Even though Match was involved with the pain and misery of the other contestants, the viewers quickly catched on about this whole situation being Pencil's idea in the first place.
'Cause she is the leader.
And that's why people voted her out over Match.
She is
Plus,
the
we
leader.
needed to get to know the two newbies anyways, so it was pretty inevitable for Pencil to go out first. But even with Pencil's atrocities, there is one elimination left that is more deserving.
Gelatin? Is it gelatin? Who is it?
And now, we have reached an all-time low.
Guys, before we get on to the last one, I want you to stop what you're doing, pause the video. Actually, don't pause it yet. Go to the comments, type out who you think is the final elimination, and then post it. Then come back and unpause the video. Okay, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. Let's go.
An action
I think it's
so
gelatin.
cruel
I think
that
it's gelatin.
no other elimination, past or future, could ever live
Oh.
up to. Number 1 is none other than this
No way.
crazy
No.
motherfucker
No.
named Ice Cube
No.
in BFDIA.
Ah.
Now, some of you might be confused why I didn't have the previous 4 contenders at number 1, but hear me out. When Ice Cube won the prize in BFDIA 11, Puffy Speakerbox gives her a choice between
Pin.
having immunity into the final
It
10
was
or
Pin.
removing someone's face. Ice Cube chooses to remove someone's face, and with absolutely no hesitation, she chooses Pin to lose her face.
After she's
even
lost
after
her
warning
limb.
her about Match's dance party and even telling her that she doesn't need immunity because of her popularity. This is a fate worse than death. And a fate worse than being struck by lightning.
That was terrible.
Before you remove my face, I want to say my final words. First off, Woody, I am sorry for kicking you 4 years ago. You really didn't deserve it. You were the nicest person on my team. It was 20 cherries. Wouldn't be anything without you. You're such a good sport.
That
Yeah.
This was the last straw of Pin's abuse, and I think Ice Cube should have gone out over Spongy in the same episode. These two things led to an outrage with fans, and everyone turned on her with a record amount of dislikes for
Spongy's
Pin's
cool.
justice.
Okay.
And also Spongy's too, because, you know, he didn't deserve to get out over this monster.
At all! Spongy never deserves it. He did one thing, bro. Spongy did one thing that was arguably terrible, and he was abused for the entire rest of the series, so it was justified for him to leave those stingers behind after they already killed him. Why would he stay? Like, he literally got murdered to save their lives, and then people were mad when he left them to save his life. That was the only time he ever got revenge. The only time. Or should I say, revenge!
No matter what elimination happens in the future, I doubt that nothing will top the satisfaction of Ice Cube's deserving elimination. Now, will you excuse me? I'm gonna go watch Icy die 1,000 times just to be satisfied.
Dang.
But before I do that,
Ooh.
I also want to know who you guys think deserve their elimination the most. Let me know in
Gelatin.
the comments below. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this in the future. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you later.
Gelatin deserved to lose 10,000 times because he killed freaking Jordan. R.I.P. Jordan! Well, that was a nice video. It's a pretty nice one, as usual, because Corpse Prime always delivers with the deliciousness, with the tastiness, the delectable content. You know, love listening to his opinions, his little slideshows on BFDI. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. Had to do it one more time for good luck. Tell me what you guys think. Leave your reaction requests in the comments. Leave your opinions in the comments. Leave your life updates in the comments. I want to hear how you guys are doing. School's popping up, so I want to make sure you guys are doing alright. Do you have your supplies ready? You got your friends on speed dial? Ready to go mess some stuff up on the weekend? Yeah, never mind. In any case, hope you guys have a great week. You're loved, you're appreciated, you're gonna do amazing things. So go out and do those amazing things. And afterwards, you can come back and rewatch all of my live streams, because there are so many. And I, for some reason, will never remember to actually turn them into videos. I-16 is still not a video. It's stuck on a live stream, and I still haven't fixed that, and I didn't realize that until a couple weeks ago. So, pray for me. I'm not The Weeknd, but pray for me. Alright, I'm out. Peace.